Hey, this is Aplus Ashley with atlhiphop.com, and I'm here at the A3C Festival with Pharoahe Monch. How's it going?
Hey, how's it going? Good morning.
Good morning to you, too. So I know you came in from New York yesterday, and you had a panel yesterday, I believe, that you participated in.
Yeah, it was a panel on 1.5 million missing black men in America that we had at Morehouse, and it was amazing. I was blessed to be a part of it, because you have these ideas and, you never get to share them with other intellectuals. I might not, nah.
You
But
are an intellectual, definitely.
thank you. But it was awesome, though.
Okay, that's great. Well, I know that you've been coming, you guys, War Media, and you individually as an artist have been coming to A3C for a long time. Tell us why it's important for you to come back every year.
Well, this year in particular, we were trying to push the War Media camp, and we have other artists now, and you know, and do the shows as well as introduce them to what's going on here. And it's such a good experience in terms of seeing how other artists market and promote and push. And if you're a first timer here, I always think it's great to see what everything is, not just the shows and getting in front of people and trying to get signed or whatever, but a glimpse into what all this is really like.
Awesome. Well, I know that you're a person who really feeds off of creative energy, and when you travel to different locations, you really try to tap into the creative energy that's flowing in different locations. What do you think about the creative energy that's here in Atlanta?
It's always been great creative energy here for me, and its own energy, which is what I like. I like authenticity. So, going back as far as, the one of my favorite groups, Outkast, you look for original energy, and even in the stuff that's current, people who do it in an original way, that it comes from their spirit with original voice, and that's what I look for in any movement. So they've always had that here.
Awesome. Well, we love it when you come to Atlanta. Hope that you make more stops here. In terms of the War Media presence here at A3C this year, I know you all have a big showcase this evening. Can you give me a little bit of information about who's going to be performing and why it was important for your roster of artists to make a big impact here at A3C?
Well, like everybody else, we're trying to push the whole movement and in conjunction with Indy 500. But in the War Media branch, we have myself, we have Jean Grey, we have Dreek, we have Zay and Nat, we have Sante Samuels has artists performing tonight, and just Denon Porter is flying in from L.A. and he's jumping on my set, and a couple of other surprise guests that I don't want to say. But it's family. It's getting amongst other artists who may be a little more seasoned and watching new artists and see what they do as well. I learn every time I come here too.
Awesome. Well, one question that I have, and I'm sure maybe some other fans have, you are great at concept songs, and I mean, your trilogy from rapping from the perspective of the Bullet is something that I think has inspired so many other artists to step outside of the existing box that they just rapping about money, clothes, cars,
Thank you.
things like that. I want to know, do you have really vivid dreams?
I do. And I remember them really well. Sometimes I have to wake up and write things down. Sometimes they just stick throughout the day. I know people say sometimes they'll lose something if they don't write it down immediately, but I could keep a melody or some words from a dream, or more recently, how a nightmare or a beautiful thing may have made me feel, and I'll try to recreate that feel.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. Well, I hope that that's something that all our other artists here can pick up and begin to capitalize on that force as well. PTSD was one of the projects that I really, really, really appreciated listening to because it tapped on not only on your own personal journey, but also connecting that to larger social issues, to the struggle of Black men in general, and to bringing on a continuation and a growth and personal ascension of making it through. Though it delved deep, it actually had an ultimately redemptive message. How do you think that your work in general will continue as you develop as an artist to promote greater personal growth and ascension?
I think that's what it's about. I mean, I try to do that because music raised me that way, and the music I grew up on, from Marvin to Stevie to Zeppelin to Jimi Hendrix, and then later on with hip hop, was the soundtrack to, my life and experience, who you were dating at the time, and first kiss, and all of these different things. So, keeping those things in mind, I try to make provocative music, knowing that it's going to be that for someone, and it's going to last still. And music is very, incredible in the sense that it is like light, and it does travel, and my stuff is going to be here long after I'm gone. So I keep that in mind as well. Like, I want it to still be able to resonate and move people.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. Well, I know that you've recently put out Lost in Translation, a mixtape, and that you're also working with Talib Kweli and Ninth Wonder on the Indy 500 project. Give us a little bit of information about that.
Well, Lost in Translation was like, uh, uh, we put together like a mixtape to say of songs that I've done in the past, and one new one with Fonte. And I feel like when you do layered, deep albums, a lot of songs get missed, and a lot of projects get missed. Like, I had a song with Will.I.Am and Justin Timberlake on there that people were like, "You did a song with Justin Timberlake?" Like, so it was like a bunch of stuff that I had.
Everybody needs a little blue-eyed soul.
Exactly. So that's on there, and a bunch of other like love, soulful type of music, and we put it out on Valentine's Day of last year, and it was like a letter to women because, my music
Awesome.
is kind of aggressive, and I don't make albums like that. So that's what that was about. And Indy 500, is just about Ninth being a black label owner, CEO, business person, and from the South, and Talib being a CEO for some time now, and me dabbling into the ownership and putting out my own music. And I was on tour with Ninth and Rhapsody, and we were like, "Yo, let's do this thing and support each other and tour and make music and just be there for each other."
Well, it's always great, and I think A3C is a great venue because it allows people to come together and to connect and to build other things such as Indy 500 that will hopefully help to continue to expand hip hop and its impact on the globe. Well, so I know the show's tonight. We want to make sure everyone knows the details. I believe it's the War Media Showcase this evening at the Earl, starting at
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. You'll be there. Lots of other cool people will be there.
Denon Porter, Jean Grey, who always puts on an incredible show. Zaya Knight out of Long Island, New York, and the other names are losing me right now.
Drake.
Drake is performing.
And special guests, which I'm sure, knowing your camp, will be awesome. All right, well, this is Aplus Ashley here at A3C with Pharoahe Monch, signing off.
Peace.
Stay positive.